Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for checking into this video today. What I'm gonna do with you today is talk about the integration of masculine and feminine energy to create more balance, not only into our bodies, but also into our world. Everything is connected within ourselves, our mind, our body, our emotions, but also in the world around. The relationships we have are mere reflections of what is going on inside, and also the way we treat the world often is a reflection of the way we treat ourselves. What we see in this world today is a dominance of the masculine energy. The masculine energy has everything to do with achieving more, moving forward, analytical thinking, logical thinking, science. All of that is related to the masculine side, while the feminine side is more about feeling, sensing, presence, communication, intuition. We cannot just be in one side, because being only present in one of either sides will cause disbalance. We need both, and we need the integration of both in order to find balance within ourselves and in the world around. What we see though is that there's a disbalance in the masculine side, and that we're always looking at the next thing, always overachieving, we're running, but where are we running to? In these times with Corona and the standing still or the slowing down of the world, it's an excellent opportunity to integrate more balance. Firstly, into our beings. Secondly, into the world. How we can do that is very easily by connected to the energy flow movement and the two sides of our body. So according to yogic philosophy and Eastern philosophy, we have two different energies in ourselves. So it's not because you are a man or a woman or whatever gender you associate with, doesn't mean that you don't have masculine or feminine energy inside. And the key to free movement of energy and free movement of consciousness, ladies and gentlemen, is that integration of the two energies. So what does that mean exactly? That in our body, in our brain, we have the two sides. So we call this in Sanskrit Ida and Pingali, which is the masculine and the feminine energy. Ida standing for the lunar energy and Pingali standing for the sun energy. And just as we need the sun and the moon, different moods too, yeah. The sun and the moon, hot and cold, day and night, and the integration of opposites to find a whole, we in the same way need to do that in ourselves. And we can very easily do that by connecting to our breath. When we connect with our breath, and specifically with the breath breathing technique I'm going to teach you today, we find that integration, and thus we facilitate a free movement of consciousness in ourselves, and we can expand that consciousness into the world. So what does it mean concretely is that Ida energy, that female energy, is related to the left nostril, to the right side of the body and the right side of the brain. So if we breathe in through the left side of the nose, we connect, we are stimulating that lunar energy. And on the other hand, if we breathe in through the right nostril only, we are stimulating this masculine side. The same way that when we breathe in through our left nostril, stimulating the right side, we also stimulate relaxation. And the opposite is true. If we stimulate the right side, we stimulate energy. So if you, because that is what happens throughout the day, we shift between the right and the left nostril a lot of times, like each and every so many hours, then if you are suddenly very tired and out of energy, you can actually use this technique. So what you can do is, if you feel like you're out of energy, you can start breathing through the right nostril, stimulating the left side of the body, stimulating the energy. And when you wake up in the night and you cannot sleep, what you can do is start breathing through the left nostril to be in touch with the right side. Interesting, hey? So the exercise we are going to do today is Nadi Shodan, is alternate nostril breathing to actually integrate the energies into the two sides of the body, into the two sides of the mind, into the two sides of your being, so that it's no longer a duality, but we can connect into unity. For this breathing technique, it's very important that you always, like always, clean your nose, make sure your nose is free to let the breath flow freely. If your nose is blocked or you're having a little cold, then it can be very interesting to not physically close off the nostrils, but just energetically, and by bringing the awareness into the either sides of the body. So what we are going to do is we are going to place our these two fingers, middle finger and index finger, onto the forehead, and we're gonna close up the right and respectively, that was a difficult word, right and left side of the nostril to find balance. So you're gonna use your thumb and ring finger to do that, and you are gonna switch sides all the time. Before you do that, just start by finding yourself a grounded seat where you can sit up tall. Maybe you stand if that works for you. And you are gonna close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And you start connecting with the breath between the forehead, the third eye center, onto the forehead and the lower belly. And as you start breathing in and breathing out, you invite your intentions into this session, which can be unity, connection, overcoming duality, and balance. So you breathe in through the belly expands. You breathe out all the air out of the belly. Take another full breath in through both nostrils. Breathing out through both nostrils. Then we close up our right nostril. We're breathing in through the left side of the nose, left nostril. Breathing out, close out in the left nostril, breathing out through the right. Now stay here, breathing in through the right. Switch sides, breathing out through the left. That is one side. Again, breathing in through the left. Breathing out through the right. Staying here, breathing into the right. Switching side, breathing out through the left. 2 rounds. Again, breathing in through the left. Switch sides, breathing out through the right. Staying, breathing in through the right. Breathing out to the left. Stay breathing in through the left. Breathing out to the right. Stay breathing into the right. Switch breathing out to the left. You can go on with this exercise up to 12 rounds. Again, breathing into the left. Switch sides, breathing out to the right. Stay here, breathing into the right. Breathing out to the left, switch. If your arm becomes heavy, you can support it with the other arm. You can take on as many rounds as you need. If you're ready and you finish off, you take a few moments. Feel in your body, feel in your breath. The connection in the left and right side of the body, left and right side of the brain. Honoring all the qualities, the masculine and feminine qualities inside, and the integration of both to create more consciousness and connection within and around. Practice this breathing technique as much as you want every day to bring more balance, combining it with journaling techniques, yoga practice, or any other techniques that help you to grow your consciousness and thus empower you to grow your ability to shape your life, firstly from the inside and later on from the outside into the outside world as well. We are all so much more powerful than we think. When we find a balance and connection within ourselves, we can truly manifest changes in the world around. Thank you so much for checking in. Have a beautiful day.